Topic for today is surface area and volume of a sphere. You do not have to write this down. I want you to be familiar with this vocabulary though. When we take a sphere like a basketball or a baseball or a softball or a planet and we slice it through the center with a plane, we split that sphere up into two hemispheres. When we split a circle, it was two semicircles. When we split a sphere, it's two hemispheres. That's why we have the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere on the Earth. That circle has to, the circle formed has the center of that sphere as part of that circle, and that's called the Great Circle. It's the largest circle you can make when you split a sphere with a plane. Okay, Great Circle. And a hemisphere. So, when we take a sphere and we want to know that surface area, the total surface area of a sphere, this doesn't have bases, okay? It only has the covering of the sphere itself. So we've taken the leather off of a softball, okay? And we have cut it along the stitches. How many circles of radius r do you think there are in one of those covers? There's 4. Okay. So your area of a sphere, your total surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. So write that down. The formula for finding the total surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. So everybody has that down? Okay, so the next thing we're talking about then is how to apply this. If they ask you to find the surface area of these spheres, the first one has, first of all, what's the formula? 4 pi r squared. So what's the radius of the first one? Good. 4 times pi times 1.5 squared. 1.5 squared is 2.25. When you take 2.25 times 4, what do we get? 9. So 9 pi is one answer. If you prefer to multiply pi in, I'll certainly take that. But this is simpler. Okay? And what's our unit? Good. Okay? The next one will be just like problem number 6 in your book today. We're asked to find the surface area of the sphere. What did they give us this time? Circumference. What's the formula for circumference? 2 pi r. So 2 pi r is equal to this 15 pi. They told us circumference is 15 pi. By writing the formulas down, plugging things in, now you know what to do. How do we get the r by itself? Divide by 2 pi. Pi's go away. And what's 15 divided by 2? 7.5. Your radius is 7.5. So now we want to find the total surface area. What's my formula for total surface area? 4 pi r squared. Okay. Did you get your question answered, Riley? Okay. So our radius is 7.5. So we're going to square 7.5 and take it times 4. And what do we get? What was it? 225 pi. If you prefer to multiply the pi in, feel free. I'll take that as an answer as well. And what's my unit? Meters squared. Questions on this slide? Okay. One more example. We can give you the total surface area, and we can ask you to find the diameter of the sphere. What's the formula for total surface area of a sphere? 4 pi r squared, right? What did they give us? T. So we put 144 pi in for t, divide by 4 pi. Do you see how easy this is if we know our formulas or write our formulas down and then plug things in? Okay. 4 pi's are gone. And what's 144 divided by 4? So if 36 equals r squared, what's r? Because we take the square root of both sides, and r becomes 6 centimeters. It is if you put your formulas down. It's all this easy. Just a matter of plugging things in and then simplifying. Solving further. Nope, just plain old centimeters now because it's a radius. It was square centimeters, and we divided by, we took the square root of 36 square centimeters. Okay. What questions do you have on this slide? Good? All right. Next, we want to talk about volume. So volume of a sphere is equal to 4/3 times pi times our radius cubed. And for this, you'll need to know a new button on your calculator. Okay? Not hard, though. So everyone has the formula? So on that great circle, we have a radius. To find the volume, you take 4/3 times pi times r cubed. Braxton, please. Okay. And away we go. I have a book assignment today. Okay, this time we want to know the volume of the sphere, not the surface area. So remind me, what was the formula? Okay. Good. Does everyone see where Brandon got 1.5 from? Okay. They gave us the diameter of the circle, the diameter of the great circle, right? And half of 3 is 1.5, so the radius will be 1.5. Okay, so don't let them trip you up by giving you a diameter. Okay. Now here's where you get to learn your new button on your calculator. Most of you have a caret key. You may have a y to the x button instead. The caret key on the TIs that I loan out are diagonal from the 7. Everybody see it? Okay. So you're going to take 1.5 to the 3rd power along with 4/3. And if you prefer to use the ABC button, which makes improper fractions, you can go 4 A, B, C, 3 times 1.5 to the 3rd power. Or you can take 4 divided by 3 times 1.5 caret 3. So you should get 4.5. Did everybody get 4.5? 4.5 pi feet cubed because it's volume. And if you multiply the pi in, that's okay. Everybody good? Okay. What questions do you have on this slide? Manuel, do you have a question? Okay, everybody good? Okay, here we go. Sometimes they won't give us the picture. And they'll say, find the surface area of a, or actually the surface area of the sphere is 676 pi square inches. Find the volume. So now we need two formulas, right? What's the formula for surface area? And they told us the surface area is 676 pi. 676 pi goes into that spot. We don't know r. How do we get the r squared by itself? Divide by 4 pi. So r squared will be equal to what? Pi's cancel and we get 169. If r squared is 169, r is 13. How does that help us find volume? What's the formula for volume? Exactly. So we're going to put 13 in for r and cube it. That's where we use our caret key again. 13 cubed times 4 divided by 3. And we'll get a not so nice number, 2929.3 repeating pi. And it's going to be inches cubed. You could, if you don't want to use the caret key, you can take 13 times 13 times 13. So it is, 2929.3 repeating inches cubed. Yeah, the caret key just is an ability to make you, if you take 13 to the third power, that's the same as taking 13 times 13 times 13. Okay. Mm-hmm. We're all good? You okay, Laura? All right. Last example. Find the volume of the composite solid. So what is that? It looks like a pill. It does, kind of. Okay. What's it made up of?
A sphere and half circle. No, a cylinder, and two hemispheres.
Okay, a cylinder and two hemispheres. So we've got to find the volume of a cylinder and two hemispheres. Okay. So remind me, what's the formula for volume of a cylinder? Area of the base times the height, right? What's the base on this guy? Circle, right? So how do we find the area of a circle? And then we take that times the height of the cylinder. So pi, what's the radius of that cylinder? Good. Why is it 6? Half the diameter. Okay. So 2 or pi times 6 squared. What's the height of the cylinder? 10. So 36 times 10 is just plain 360. 360 pi. Now we've got to find the volume of the sphere. What's the formula for volume of a sphere? Four-thirds pi r cubed. And again, the radius on this is 6. So 4/3 times pi times 6 cubed. We get 288 pi, right? So now we just need to add the two up. Because two hemispheres made a sphere, add the cylinder to it, and 360 pi plus 288 pi gets us 5, 6, 648? 648 pi. Inches cubed. Okay. Assignment today is a book assignment. Won't take you very long. Okay.